What's going on, everybody? It is Brendan, Dad Planet. Welcome back to the One Man Show. I'm sitting down because I threw my back out recently, and so I'm in a tremendous amount of pain, but we will get through it. And I'm actually going to take you into some Goodwill retail stores. It's fun when you thrift. Like, it's always something new, even though you see a lot of the same stuff on the racks and on the shelves when you go in on a daily basis. It really is like a new treasure hunt every single day. So I'm going to take you with me. There's a couple of things I want you to pay close attention to. I have an amazing shoe bolo at the beginning of this, and there's a clothing bolo that is smoking hot right now that you may not have been aware of, so I want you to keep your eye out for that as well. And if I may, please give a shout out to my oldest daughter who got straight A's this year. I am unbelievably proud of your performance, but let's get back to thrifting. Those of you who know me know I source a lot of wrestling shoes. Here's a pair here that's pretty unique. Now, I found these on Facebook Marketplace and I paid $10 for them. They are Bruce Baumgartner. I'm going to show you the autograph right there. Cow Bombs is the nickname for this wrestling shoe. Now, these are a size 10. Style number here is JY701. These are in pretty good condition, size 12. And I've seen a couple of solds like in the $200 range, maybe $150 to $200 range. These are super rare, but because of the condition that they're in, you can even see the sticker on the inside. I know it's a little bit blurry, is almost like brand new. But based on this shoe's rarity and the fact that they are in just really, really good condition, I'm gonna probably list these at $300 and we'll see where they land. But these are very, very hard to find, and this is a lucky score on Marketplace, so I'm excited to get these listed. All right, so we're gonna grab a cart, and the first thing I notice is somebody's lunch. Gross. So let's grab a clean cart. Can we be a little bit better than that, human beings? And shop until we drop. So I like this. I think this is Regent Gallery. It's a chip bowl. There's a lot of listed, but none sold. This would have been cool around like Super Bowl time. Like maybe I would have taken a chance and picked it up. I didn't even see what the price was on that, but I left that behind because again, there have been no solds in the last 90 days. So this glass, this is not my wheelhouse. That thing could have been $25,000. I don't know. It looks like it hangs from something. Like, was that an ornament? I'm really not sure. So we're striking out here in the beginning here. Deer foams, no value there. I do like these New Balance though. So New Balance 620, these are a women's size 10. And now the list to sell ratio on this is 19 currently listed with 9 sold in the last 90 days. These just need to be cleaned up a little bit. And I like the size 10 women's sells pretty quickly for me. So not a ton of money on these. $25 is probably what I'll list them at. And they are going to cost $4.69 in this store. So shoes are easy for me. And I like what I saw there. I couldn't really identify this huge plate here with a little chef guy on it. It was pretty neat. And so I passed that up. I have to, move quick, and I didn't want to spend a bunch of time looking at it up. But I want to check these carts always to see if there's anything underneath that I missed. I'm not really into Coach purses or Coach wallets. I don't know. So I didn't want to take the chance and try to even figure out if that was real or not. So you guys ever see this in a Goodwill, just don't drink the water. Converse. This pair had a little bit of wear on the sole, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that behind. I have a lot of Converse in my inventory right now that I find at the bins, but this pair right here, so this is a great example of why Terapeak is important. So you'll see 2 currently listed, one for $150, one for around $130. But if you go into Terapeak, since you can't see any sold in the last 90 days, you will see that 2 have sold in the $65 range. So that's what I'm going to list these at. I'm going to list these at $65, and I think my pictures, once I have them taken, I can beat the 2 current listings out in pictures and then certainly in price. So I've got both of them beat, although I didn't check to see what everybody's size was because the size definitely does matter here, but that's a $65 pair of shoes. I also like these Michael Kors canvas sneakers, but they had too much damage on the bottom. So we're going to have to pass up on those, but those would have been, at least they looked like they were pretty nice. So I moved on to these. These are UGG Braylons. And the color on these is metallic rose gold. They are a women's size 7. They're in fantastic condition. It's almost like new condition. It looks like they may have been worn one time. There are a lot listed that are brand new, but I think pre-owned for $40 is a fair listing price for these. especially since the condition is phenomenal. So $40 for those Uggs, I think I can probably sell those for. And I mean, look at them, it's very clean midsoles. So that was another nice find too. I mean, a lot of shoe finds here in this store, and I got a pair of lamps there. We'll talk about those towards the end. I lost my footage on it, so this is a Bolo if you can find it in good working condition. So it's a Sony boombox, model number CFD-980. I wanted to test most of this in store, so just checking to see if everything opens properly. I couldn't get the tape area here to open. I don't know if it needs to be plugged in order for that to happen, but I couldn't get that to open. And then when I flipped it over, as you will see here in a second, it was missing the antenna, and I couldn't even find the cord. It may have been tucked into that box there, but this thing had to stay behind. I wasn't going to take a chance on it, but it's $80 to $100 if you can find it in working condition. So keep your eye out for it anyway. Those are easy sellers. This here, New Balance, if you were not aware that 990 New Balance is a Bolo, you are now. These are I think it says 469. Now, unfortunately, these are missing the insoles, but they're a woman's size 8.5, and you could probably get $80 for these if the insoles were in there. I'm going to be aggressive because it takes me a lot longer to sell shoes that do not have insoles. So I'm going to price them at $50, and it's going to be, again, just a matter of time before those sell. And I'll move over to a rack here. Now, if you search Ohio State single stitch t-shirt, you're going to see like over 200 listings with only 20 sold. And that's the single stitch right there. I know from personal experience that this style of shirt coupled with single stitch is going to sell eventually. So I'm putting this in my cart, and I think I can get $20 to $25 for it, even though the comparables would say otherwise. It's just the fact that I've sold it before, not that exact style, but a very similar style in single stitch. I know there's a market for it, so I listed those, and it's just one of those things you gain when you get experience in your reselling business. You'll be able to feel those out a little bit more. Couple pairs of shoes here that, and again, they all look nice, but I passed up on all of them. I was looking for something, just slightly more expensive. Those were kind of cool looking, but they were unbranded. I mean, they were like leather. They looked like leather Nike Air Maxes, but I had to pass those up because they were sort of anonymous. And just shop in the carts to see if anything turns up, and it does. Waterfall triangles. This is from Tomy. I think it is, from 1976, and they only want $3 for it. This is a great Bolo. I'm pretty sure I can get $30 for that, so that's going to come home with me, and then I'm just going to check the carts to see if there's anything else going on, because the racks certainly, the regular shelves did not have much to go on here this trip. So I think we're going to finish up here. Nothing else that I'm really interested in. That leather balm that looked like it was opened, so we're going to pass on all of that. And I want to move over and show you a really hot clothing Bolo. Okay, major Bolo alert for the polo shirts that I'm going to show you here in a second. Vineyard Vines, this shouldn't be much of a surprise, but these performance shirts, these do really well. So I picked up a total of 6 shirts on Marketplace here, and I paid $100 for all of them. This shirt is actually already sold, so I have to pack that up and ship it, but I got 3 Vineyard Vines performance shirts, all in really nice condition. I have each one of them listed for $40. So that one is already sold, and then I have these 2 left that are listed for $40. But the real Bolo that I want you to keep your eye out for is a brand called Roback. So this company, and you can see there's a little dog logo on the front of each of the shirts. This logo, or this company, is named after the Rhodesian Ridgeback dog, which I think they breed in Africa exclusively to hunt lions, which is sort of an interesting little marketing gimmick there. But Roback, these shirts are insanely expensive and very, very popular. So there's the first one here. This one is called the Casey Jones with the red and navy stripes. I have this one listed for $110 because a recent sold comp sold for $110. This is sold out on their website, by the way, so you can't get an XL in this style anymore, and it's, who knows if they're going to make it back. So I've got that one listed for $110. I forget what I have this one listed for, maybe $60 or $70, but the dog is what you're looking for when you're shopping racks in store, and you'll see like little stripes on the back of them. These performance golf polos are an excellent Bolo, so please keep your eye out, not just for the Vineyard Vines performance golf polos, but this brand right here, Roback. The lamps are Robert Abbey lamps. The style is Victor. They're very mid-century modern looking, and they were pre-owned. They were marked $15, so I bought both of them. They were like pumpkin-y orange color. If you look for solds, you're not going to find a ton of them, but if you go onto the Robert Abbey website, each individual lamp is listed for $350. So I put the pair together for $400. I'll show you pictures of my listing here before I let you go. But and it's going to be very long tail. There's, again, not a ton of sold data on that. So if it's something that fits your business model, you could do something similar. But everything that I touch that's orange seems to sell. So I thought, go with it. We got Halloween coming up, maybe that will factor into making a sale. I don't really know, but hit that like button if you liked what you saw or you learned something today. And then of course, always consider becoming a member of the Dad Planet family by subscribing and hitting the bell notification icon so that you know every single time I upload a video to YouTube. But that's it. That's all I have for you. Brendan here, Dad Planet, the one-man show, signing off. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next video.